And sometimes men who are dealing with sexual identity, preference, sexuality, identity, and preference, sometimes they fake the funk and they have a girlfriend just because of the simple fact that it's keeping them in a safe zone. But again, men tend to have their own ways of looking at other men and just pinpointing them to say that he's not bisexual. They'll put him in the category of saying he's gay. Okay? Another thing that you need to understand is his future intentions. So when a relationship becomes more long-term, you can talk about your future plans. Ask, in a playfully or inquisitively way, but don't push. And if you plan on investing your time and effort into this guy, you deserve to at least know his plans. If you notice your bond weakening, he may already have a new love interest in the works of either gender. So the risk with bisexuality is that while there's no reliable information as to how many men in the world are bisexuals, some experts, they tend to guesstimate the number to somewhere around 7 to 10 million. And with such a substantial number of bisexual guys out there, it's important to know your risk. Of all your risky behavior, which is associated with HIV and AIDS, male-on-male contact, is a contributing factor in the U.S., which according to the National Prevention Information Network, which is NPIN, out of 40,000 new cases of AIDS reported each year, 40% are related to homosexual and bisexual relationships. So I'm not saying that you'll be infected if you date a bisexual man, but you should know your risk before you get intimate. And this is true for any sexual relationship. Knowing the truth is key because there's nothing worse than a romantic uncertainty. And if you're unsure about your partner, then again, you can basically help within to find the truth by having the talk. And that's basically all you have to do, which is just so simple. Now, from men to women, let's look at the women. Because there are other ways of knowing that your girl men might be bisexual. Okay? So here's some signs for the women. You have a gut feeling. It's really that simple. If you are feeling that you might be attracted to people of the same sex or gender, while your conscious mind may be in denial, instinct rarely lies. And by the way, if you basically are really listening to this, then that's just, again, one more clue. If you suddenly started as to just tuning in about the sexuality issues, it might be your inner voice prompting you to explore your own sexuality. You're crushing on a person hard of the same sex. Quite a lot of people have innocent crushes on members of the same sex. And these crushes basically are fascination with the person. They are platonic and have nothing to do with sexuality. However, if your feelings are deeper than an innocent girl crush or bromance, and you are thinking about having sex or at least making out with the person you're crushing on, you're probably bisexual. You have sexual fantasies about someone who is the same sex. Sex dreams don't count because our subconscious likes to show us strange things that don't actually mean what they seem to mean. But however, if you actively fantasize about having sex with a person of the same sex and want these fantasies to become reality, you're at least heteroflexible. Number 4, what you find attractive in people of the same sex. And if someone asks you what you find attractive in people of the opposite sex, the list will probably include both physical and emotional qualities. Ask yourself the same question about people of the same sex. If the list is similar, you are probably attracted to both sexes. And remember that attraction doesn't have to be equal. Many bisexuals are more attracted to one of the sexes. They're more attracted to one of the sexes over the other. Number 5, you enjoy lesbian porn. Okay? If you get more enjoyment watching two women or more people of your sex getting it on than you do watching people of opposite sexes, this might be one more sign you are bi-curious, especially if you start imagining yourself as one of the participants. That's where that plot thickens. So it is important to understand that bi-curious is not the same thing as bisexual. Bisexual people know that they are attracted to both sexes, while people who are bi-curious suspect that they are attracted to both sexes and have no bisexual experience. They might be ready to experiment with the same sex partner, but that's not always the case. So remember that it's pretty much perfectly normal to be bi-curious and explore your sexuality, but however, it is not okay to hurt the other people's feelings in the process if you're going to experiment with someone. You need to tell them that you are confused, and that you're basically experimenting, because bi-curious people are often frowned upon in the LGBT community because they may tend to hide their real intentions, but don't confirm that stereotype. And just to give you a little bit of background, you know how we look at people and we admire people of the same sex. You know, we have Man Crush Monday and we have Women Crush Wednesday. And some of my friends that I notice will post other actresses or entertainers, singers, etc. as their woman crush for Wednesday. Not necessarily to say that they're bisexual or bi-curious, but more so because of the fact that they are a fan and they love what they do as far as their talent or their creativity of what they have and what they're offering for us, whether it's visually or audio. Then, you know, we tend to have a crush on them. Of course, social media is easy for us to fall trap into hashtagging or certain ways that we post because of the fact that this is what we're seeing on a daily basis. And again, it's okay if you have these feelings, but the thing is, you have to be honest with your feelings and you have to be honest with yourself in order to know that maybe this is something I need to step out and try, because you have to live your best life here. And the only way to live your best life here is to be honest with your best life. And doing so, you have to confront your reality. You have to confront your truth. And you can't be scared of doing something like that because of the fact that if you feel like you're going to lose friends or people are going to look at you differently, then they weren't your real friends to begin with. And family should love you unconditionally, no matter what it is. But as far as going back to the questions I asked earlier is, could you handle it? And a lot of women would not be able to handle it, as a study will show that only 85% of women would not be able to handle the fact that their man is bisexual. Because again, the mind plays the biggest trick on us, and it makes us to analyze, dissect, and tear everything apart to the point where we're feeling like we need to stay away. We don't want to be infected. We don't want this man bringing us back anything that he's doing outside of our relationship with his boyfriend or some other man, etc. And then they look upon it like them basically, you know, it's just not natural. This is something that should not be going on. But it's the same that when women tend to actually find that they're not bisexual and they're actually a lesbian, their mate, if it's a man, would be more accepting to that as opposed to the women. And of course, men would be more accepting to that because of the fact that they're thinking now in their head threesome. And, you know, of course, being selfish as they tend to be at times, or a lot of the times, you know, that they totally missed the mark on what was going on. And you have to also look at longevity. Is this just a phase? Or is this something that you can see for your life? Is this something as far as a person that you could actually commit your life to settle down, to become happy until death do you all part, being that, of course, everyone can get married now, no matter what your sexual preference is. But women would totally be opposed on it more than men. And if it's something that you have to step out and explore and basically see if it's something that you really like and it's something that you really want to do, then you have to take that first leap and you have to jump. And you have to see if it's something that makes you happy. Does it keep your interest? And again, women, if you are out there and your friends tend to turn on you because, of course, when your friends are heterosexual, they tend to think that you being with another woman is nasty. And because of the fact of how they perceive it or critique it in their mind, all they can see in their head is not about the friendship, not about the relationship, not about the common interest that you may share with this other woman, but it's the fact that their mind instantly triggers to you all sexual acts. And they can't get past that. Then they might start to treat you different. But you have to understand one thing out there for all of the people who are heterosexual, who may suffer from being homophobic, is that every person who is bisexual or a gay, straight, or a gay or a lesbian, everybody don't want you. You're not everybody's type. Everyone's not looking at you. They could care less about you. You might just be their friend because of the fact that you're just a friend, but they never found anything attractive about you. Your mindset doesn't attract them. Your looks don't attract them. So don't flatter yourself too tough and too much, because you might start looking like a idiot trying to assume too much. You feel me? So listen, I'm glad you were here to join me. I'm going to close out with my man Batman 38. And hopefully, again, you enjoyed the show. And hopefully, again, we can chit-chat and we can talk next Wednesday. And when I'll be back, thank you so much for joining me today. As always, it's a pleasure. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be giving you new energy, new episodes, new interviews to come. And I'm going to end my show right now. Hey, great talking to you all. Make sure you can share this with someone else who may need the message. And maybe you can take this in consideration to learn something for yourself. All right. I'm Kay Renee and I'm signing off. Bye.
Bow. Bitch. Bow. Bow. Bitch. Bow. Bow. Yeah. 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 Slide around with the gap, backseat pack full of bad bitches like hop out black leather jacket, nigga. Rock target guitar, smash the bitches. Black Bon Jovi, I got hoes on me, baby. I'm really what's happening. David Blaine, I make the magic. You can find me anywhere that the cash is. When I met Lil' Baby, she was stripping. Booty popping, trying to pay tuition. We was down at Lush, I was Henny sipping. Shooters with me, they be in position. So don't never think that you gon' catch me slipping. Desert Eagle gon' tear off the ligaments. Don't fuck with rap, but you niggas feminine. Louis Duffel, it's stuck with the Benjamins. I just the Bank of America, yeah. Running them bands up, bitch, get your hands up. Out is in the city still. Your mama geeking off liquor and pills. Ain't no cartoon, but I'm king of the hill. Show me the money, bitch, you know the drill. I had to switch it up, flow it just sick as fuck. Anybody wanted, you can get killed. I'm back on that bullshit, bitches be wasting my time. If you ain't trying to fuck me, don't call my nine. Nobody like me, I'm one of a kind. I take your bitch at the drop of a dime. Roll up the gas, and these ain't the dimes. Take a run, chill, kick back and recline. Stacking the money, got 50s and 100s. And selling this game for $10.99. Slide around with the gap, backseat pack full of bad bitches like hop out black leather jacket, nigga. Rock target guitar, smash the bitches. Black Bon Jovi, I got hoes on me, baby. I'm really what's happening. David Blaine, I make the magic. You can find me anywhere that the cash is. Slide around with the gap, backseat pack full of bad bitches like hop out black leather jacket, nigga. Rock target guitar, smash the bitches. Black Bon Jovi, I got hoes on me, baby. I'm really what's happening. David Blaine, I make the magic. You can find me anywhere that the cash is. Talking about cars, I don't see you in them. When you talk about broads, I don't see you with them. All your diamonds is dripping, huh? You official, you run with them killers, huh? You got on and you left all your niggas out. That's some clown shit. Barely know them dudes you walk around with. All that boss talk, I don't believe it. Them niggas you run with don't believe it either. You perpetrating like you got it, but that ain't the problem. Problem is when they get violent, you niggas get quiet. Me and my dogs come alive in the riot. I feel like a god, I could walk through the fire. Supplying everybody with the music they been waiting for. Niggas acting like they ain't had cake before. I done made some money, but I'ma make some more. You know I'm back on the bitch. Cardiac raps cause heart attacks when I spit. I just spaz in the booth. Took a long time to get back in the booth. I done mastered the craft, now I'm macking your booth. Look in the mirror, you see it clear. You gon' have to be real with yourself. Brag about money and cars, but left off the squad. My niggas, you hearing yourself. Slide around with the Gap, backseat pack full of bad bitches. Like, hop out black leather jacket, yeah. Rock, tar, guitar, smash the bitches. Black Bon Jovi, I got hoes.